guys, Michi here, Michi gang, and today we'll be talking about Legacies. I know. It's been months. It's been months, guys. Long period of time since they have canceled Legacies. I think they canceled it in like May, February, something like that. You feel me? And I was hurt. You feel me? Because it's like, I know y'all, both real TVD fans, both real TVD trilogy fans, both fake, you feel me, trilogy TVD fans, you feel me? I know both of y'all didn't really like Legacies like that, and that's cool. But I was mad because it's like, we were still in the universe. we was just in the universe. I don't care if they literally did a Beyonce dance choreography every week on every Thursday. I think it came on Thursdays on Legacies. Like, I don't care if they did Beyonce. I don't care if they did a musical like Riverdale every freaking Thursday. You feel me? At like, I think they come on at 9 with Legacies or whatever. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. You feel me? We were still in the universe. We were still talking. We were still talking about Elena. We were still talking about Stefan. Damon and Elena had a baby called Stephanie, if I'm correct. You know what I mean? So we were still in the universe. You feel me? I don't care if it was the worst TV show in the world. You feel me? I have tons of great TV shows. Sometimes you just can't compare. Sometimes TV shows are not meant to be at the level of another TV show. The Boys, great TV show. I'm on season 1. But I'm not about to compare it to Game of Thrones. I'm not about to compare it to The Vampire Diaries. I'm not about to compare it to Peaky Blinders. I'm not about to compare it to you feel me? Like, you get what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? There's their own things. You feel me? Like, people say The Originals is a great show. Yeah, it's a great show. It's very, cause gritty. You feel me? It's a gritty show. But then you come up to TVD, and TVD is great in its own lane. In its own lane, it's number 1. It's over Teen Wolf. It's over Twilight. The whole Twilight series. It's over every teen movie, every teen TV show. Bop. You feel me? TVD is there. It's over PLL. You feel me? In its own lane, it's going crazy. You feel me? And it doesn't need to be compared to The Originals. And you feel me? So The Originals is in this completely own lane. You feel me? Like, the only thing that's in this lane is probably An Interview with a Vampire. You feel me? Because that's also gritty. It's it's also gritty, and it was great. You feel me? Whatever, like that. But that's probably the only thing in this lane. You know what I mean? And it's still below it. So that's what I meant by sometimes you can't compare. You just can't compare. They're two different things. Well, about the same thing a little bit, but they're in their own lanes. They're great in their own lanes. So that's what I mean by Legacies and like Game of Thrones and The Boys and Game of Thrones and stuff of that nature. Let's get back to Legacies though. How they just gonna do that to us? And you know Danielle. I mean, she wasn't really mad. Like, if you really think about what she's doing now, she's in a whole different TV show. You feel me? And she got into it quickly. She got into the TV show very quickly, like the same year that Legacies ended. You feel me? So it's like she already prepared this out. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't really want to be on the TV show anymore. Legacies, bro. As soon as it ended, everybody, they on Instagram posted up, boom, talking about writing paragraphs. All like 6 shows got taken off the CW. They all posted up, taking pictures. Danielle didn't post one picture on her Instagram, on her IG with nobody from the cast at all. Didn't say nothing. Probably didn't even post a story. You feel me? She was out of it, bro. She was out of it, bro. You feel me? She was out of it, gang. And so I was just like, wow. So let's really get into it though. We have a lot of Legacies haters out there, you feel me? Like I said in the beginning, but it's cool. Let's get into season one. Season one, we are introduced to Raphael. We're introduced to Landon. You feel me? And they have great chemistry. I actually, you feel me, believe that they were brothers. You feel me? The African American dude, he was rocking with him. You know what I mean? He was one of the boys. He was rocking with Landon to the very end. You feel me? No matter what. You feel me? Because this was the day one homie. You know what I mean? In the adoptive system. Now, Landon was following Raphael like a little puppy. I ain't gonna lie. Season one, that was crazy. The way they took, okay, now cool. Now the way they took Raphael out the series was very intriguing to real TVD fans because boom, they put him inside a prison, a prison world. Boom. They put him inside a prison world to protect him from dying in case the necromancer wanted to kill him, and actually he was gonna the necromancer was gonna kill him. So they put him inside the prison world, safe him, put him inside the prison world with his parents, boom, he's safe. Cool. Now the issue with that is if someone can live eternally inside a prison world, we could have probably saved a lot of lives in TVD. In the later seasons, of course, when we knew about the prison world. You dig? Now let's be, you feel me? Let's be honest. We could have saved a lot of lives. People don't want Elaine to be hurt. Get in that prison world. Don't budge. Get in that prison world, and then you can just chill out with Bonnie and Caroline, and you feel me? Y'all can just be in that world, be chilling, all that great stuff. You got the music up in there. The music is in the prison world. You know what I mean? You can chill for eternity. You know what I mean? What else? Legacies. Boom. A lot of people say they dragged the Malivore storyline, but I feel like a lot of people also overlook how important that storyline is to the universe. Now I'm about to say this. Chill. I'm about to say this. Look. We have Malivore. Malivore was a creature. Okay, cool. He went around the universe in the earliest stages of civilization. You dig? Start mollywopping supernatural. By mollywopping I mean like engulfing. You feel me? Like really consuming supernatural beings. This was a mud man, a golem, perhaps, you know? And so Malivore consuming supernatural creatures. You feel me? All the supernatural creatures who would then turn into fairy tales by like 2010, by like the 1900s, by the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. All these creatures that he has consumed turned into fairy tales. It completely makes sense. Of course, you're going to introduce the character. But then people are going to be like, why didn't they introduce him earlier? Cool, I'm about to say this. If we're talking about the Vampire Diaries, we're trying to still figure out in the first 4 seasons where we're going to take the direction of the Vampire Diaries. Correct? Cool. We're going to stay very close within the whole building the world, building our characters. And so when we brought the the first people we freaking saw was the originals, correct? Cool. We got the original vampires. We have our vampire group. We have the original vampires. Now the show is called TVD, The Vampire Diaries. Cool. We're just gonna build slowly with our group. We're gonna build slowly, expand from the original vampires. And I think that a lot of the writers thought like, okay, we're bringing in the original vampires, so our audience is going to be like, wow, original vampires. So what's above an original vampire? The thing about it is our audience, well, the TVD audience, was so engulfed in the original vampires that they didn't think, oh my God, what's bigger, and like what is the origin of magic, and like what is higher than the original vampire? They didn't think like that, you feel me? Their whole mentality was just like love triangle and 1,000-year-olds beat 200-year-olds, and you know what I mean? That's the mentality that they had. But me personally, even from season 1, when I was like, I think I was like 10 when I first started TVD. Even from season 1, I was like, so how does it go from the vampires and what's huger? I'm always thinking about what's huger. I've been waiting to see a god on TVD since I was 10 years old. You know what I mean? So when that finally happened on Legacies, I was like, okay, I love it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Now the whole Viking thing was, there's two ways you can pretty much go. So with the whole god situation, they went with the stereotypical, of course, Viking Valhalla thing. Cool. That's cool. He was God, but then you could also go with the I guess like the Bible version of God as well. You feel me? If you really wanted to go that way, you feel me? And you could do those too, but they chose the Viking one. So I feel like it has a lot more content that you can use when you're using the Viking mythology and the Norse mythology and stuff like that within the storyline of Legacy. So I feel like they did a really great job actually utilizing the god storyline and mixing Norse mythology in with everything else in the universe and tying it up in a really nice bow. WWW. We got to learn more about peace and everything of that nature, but let's go back to Malivore. Now, with Malivore, you took all the beings, they became fairy tales. Cool. When I think a lot of people saw this, they was like, man, I don't like the week-to-week stuff. I don't like the Lucifer setup. You feel me? Because Lucifer had a week-to-week criminal, week-to-week analogy and figure of speech and all this other stuff to where his life will compare to the life of what's going on in the case, you know? And so they took that format and they really brought it into Legacies, and I was just like, no, and they and the fans, you feel me, had a really negative feedback towards that. Okay, so I feel like they really, I feel like the fans didn't really like the week-to-week creature of the week format. You know what I mean? And so, saying that, it's like, I love the creatures. Like me, like personally, seeing every week new creatures, I was like, bow, hello. You feel me? Because I'm super interested in like supernatural stuff and supernatural creatures. I've literally watched Supernatural. You feel me? Like they had like over like 300 different characters, over 400 different species and creatures and stuff in that TV show. So it really just like that plus, you know what I mean, just knowing like the creatures when you see them on screen on Legacies was fire. You know what I mean? But I feel like the attention span of the new generation they was catering to was shorter, and they didn't, you feel me, mess with what they deemed to be a overused format or a transparently boring format for them. You feel me? Which was the creature of the week thing. You feel me? How they could have saved Legacies. A lot of people always say bring back the old cast. Bring back Damon, bring back Stefan, bring back Elena, bring back Niklaus, bring back Elijah, bring back Rebecca, bring back Finn, Cole, Michael, Esther. You feel me? Me personally, there's no need to. You feel me? It's cool. It's cool. We saw Rebecca. Apparently, like Rebecca, she had a lot of makeup on. We saw her in that one episode. You feel me? Yeah. We love seeing Finn a little bit. We love seeing Finn. Marcel. We saw Marcel. Gang. You feel me? Gang to Body Train. But they are not necessities to keep the show alive. You feel me? I feel like if you have a great supporting cast, if you have all of them was great supporting cast, but still Legacies ended up getting canceled. Now watch. If you have, let me reword my reword. If you have a intriguing backstory for the supporting cast. Boom. Now, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Okay, if you have an intriguing backstory for your supporting cast, the supporting cast could be Hope. We have Hope as the main. You feel me? And then let's say we have one guy as a supporting cast, and then we have two girls as other parts of the supporting cast. We didn't need a big of a supporting cast as we had. You feel me? Although I loved all the actors, they did their thing. Thug Dizzle, they did what they did. You feel me? It was fire. It was absolutely fire. They did a great job. You feel me? As actors and actresses and stuff of that nature. But we didn't need a big supporting cast. If we had Hope, we had a guy, and we had two girls, and they was the supporting cast, those three was the supporting cast, I feel like during season 1, okay, we already know Hope's story. You feel me? We don't need a rendition or repetitiveness to that story and telling it over and over again. That's a fact. That is a fact. You feel me? A lot of people don't want to admit that. A lot of people like when a lot of people don't like. You feel me? A lot of people don't want to admit that, but they kept like trying to like reword her story or her background over and over and over and over again in Legacies. You know what I mean? And that was not needed. You feel me? I feel like in season 1, what you do is you flush out. A love interest isn't always needed, but to tickle about, you feel me? Or to like sprinkle about a little, oh, they could be a love interest, but they not. They could be a love interest there, but they not. You feel me? I feel like you could do that with Hope and a dude. You feel me? You do that little, oh, they could be a love interest, but they not. Feel me? By the end of the season, season 1, y'all, yeah. So in season 1, okay, you flesh out one of the supporting cast members' lines, one of the supporting cast members' background. You feel me? Completely flesh it out in season 1. You feel me? Have them have some type of huge issue that they're dealing with in the opening of Legacies, in the opening episodes of Legacies, and then you flesh it out, and by the end, boom. But also to pique the interest of like the younger generation, you feel me? They don't really love interest like that. They just like to, you feel me? So what you do is you, like I said, sprinkle some up in there like a could be, and then by the end of the season, end of the first season, you take it away and have them be simply friends, simply platonic friends. Okay, cool. In the second season, you what's it called? Flesh out another supporting cast member. Third season, flesh out what's it called? Another supporting cast member. You feel me? And so, but in the second season, you flesh out the last two. In the second season, listen to what I'm saying. In the second season, you flesh out the last two supporting cast members' backgrounds. Boom. Boom. Okay, cool. But while you're doing that, from first season to second season, first season you fleshed out the first one. Second season, you fleshed out the last two supporting cast members. Boom. Cool. Why you doing that? In the background, you feel me? Let there be plots, you feel me? In the front of the supporting cast member and stuff like that, and you dealing with that with whoop. But in the background, something is bubbling. You feel me? A plot is bubbling, is stirring the pot. You feel me? The plot is stirring. The plot. The bigger plot. The one that you're going to drive throughout the series. You feel me? Boom. Now, mind you, I'm not a writer. I don't know what that plot would be. But, you feel me? You can tell me that in the comments. What plot would you have liked to see? You feel me? Hope, her father died or whatever, her family pretty much died. And then she goes to the school. What could the plot have been? I love this. I love this theorizing, you feel me? What could the plot have been? Okay, cool. The plot could have been Klaus's enemies in this entire time, through season 1 through season 2, you feel me? Klaus's enemies have slowly been coming together. All of them. Or at least 3 of them. You feel me? Something like that. Coming together, and they're planning and they're plotting against Hope. You feel me? They plotting against Hope. You feel me? And by the 3rd season, since we done fleshed out the 3 supporting cast members, we really gang with them. You feel me? We really locked in. You feel me? Like they're as important as Hope is. You feel me? So when they come to like a group, they always been a group. But when we like really feel the love and really feel like they a group for real, after like knowing all the fleshed out backstory, boom, we go into season 3, and guess what? Hope get kidnapped. First episode, first 2 episodes, Hope get kidnapped. Boom, by the guys. You feel me? But since they was close, since her and the dude, you feel me? That was like some sprinkles of could have been love, but they drew it back. Could have been something there, but they drew it back. You feel me? Her and the dude had such a connection to begin of the season, in the first season, that guess what? He already know like what she would do. They already locked in that tight, you feel me? That he already know, you feel me, that something's up. So he tell the other 2 supporting cast members, and they go on this journey to look for her. And guess what? I'm not about to draw it out. I'm not about to draw out the episodes. So we're gonna get to like episode, I give it episode 5. Episode 6 is pushing it for some people. So to have it like really like a general, okay, cool, we got the episode 5. 4 episodes we looked for. You feel me? Okay, cool. It was like, oh my God, where's Hope? Boom, episode 5. Boom, we actually see Hope. We get to Hope. We know where she at. And boom, and they have like this big fight off. You feel me? It's Hope and her friend. Well, the side cast members have to come up with a plan. You feel me? To get Hope out of that situation. You feel me? They get Hope out of that situation, and now Hope fighting with Hope and her cast members. You feel me? That we like built up through all these seasons, through 2 seasons, are fighting Klaus and his not Klaus but Klaus's enemies. You feel me? Very smart enemies, by the way. So now we get to see if the side characters are intellectually enhanced enough to really like maneuver around Klaus's enemies. Come on now. You feel me? So, you feel me? That would have been raw to see. Man. That would have been raw to see. And then we just go from there, and then they by the time they end off beating, of course, Hope and her friends beat the enemies or whatever. But before they get to do that, bink, one of the enemies then press the button that be like a death thing or whatever. They press the button, and then the alert sent out to everybody else. So guess what? More people are coming into the city. You feel me? More of Klaus's enemies coming into the city. And so they really have to like really go crazy. I don't know. Let's see. It's probably gonna get crazy. You feel me? It's probably gonna get crazy. But what will have to happen after that? What will have to happen after that? I don't know what will happen after that, because I'm not a writer. But you feel me? Y'all plan the next couple seasons out. You feel me? In the comments, y'all plan the next couple seasons out in the comments as Klaus's enemies are pulling up on Hope. You feel? Anyways. But yeah, like, the Legacies could have been a great show. Honestly, for me, it was just because of the lore. I've always been in TVD because of the lore. You feel me? I can always, TVD trilogy, TVD universe, because of the lore. I can always, like, section people off. You feel me? The only reason I like Damon, comedic relief. He was mad funny. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious, but he was the comedic relief. You feel me? So you have to be able to be like, I was there for the lore. A lot of people was there for like love interest and all type of stuff, and slow burns and build ups, and what's it called? Good vampires and humans, and oh my god, and blah blah blah, and Caroline and this and that, you know what I mean? So me being there for the lore, I watched it build up. You feel me? And it was just great. It was great. Also, before I go on Legacies, before I go off Legacies, right? A lot of people don't understand the Jade situation. What do you mean we don't understand the Jade situation? Who is Jade? Somebody probably just said, who is Jade right now? They fake fans. But anyways. Jade was a Ripper, okay? And she was locked inside a prison realm because she had like activated her Ripper side, you feel me, by accident. And she was in there for 10 years and she never got, you feel me, she never controlled it whatsoever. Every day, you feel me, being a Ripper, you would think, you feel me, she would be able to, all right, cool, you feel me, like really lock in and like learn how to control it. But nah, she couldn't. She was on the inside for 10 years. She couldn't control it. Stefan was on the outside for like 100 and blah, blah, 100 and blah, blah years, and he couldn't control it. And so in the common denominator is you can't control it. Lily Salvatore, non-example. You feel me? Non-example whatsoever. We just didn't get like a Ripper scene with her, but we know her history, gang. Anyway, yeah, that was it, though. That was it, guys. Guys, if you enjoyed this Legacies breakdown, you feel me? Oh, wait. I was really finna end the video, bro. Oh, my God. Anyways, let's get to the last episodes of Legacy with the Gods. And we have that in our brain currently. Okay, cool. But let's also talk about this teddy bear. No, this Red Riding Hood thing they had in like season 4, I think. No, season 3. That was crazy. Come on now. That was OD. That was OD. Come on now. I love me some Legacies, but that was OD. You feel me? That was OD. And that's all I gotta say about the Red Riding Hood thing. I'm not finna bash nobody or anything. You feel me? I'm about to be like, that's OD, and we just gonna head over to the God thing. You feel me? Okay, so we get introduced to the gods, and by the end of the fight, well, they try to make him be misogynistic, portrayed as misogynistic. Obviously, a great actor portrayed this god, Ken or whatever. Incredible actor, by the way. He was on something else. I totally forget. With one of the dang, I totally forgot what it's called. But yeah, he was a great actor. Anyway, so my thing was, there's no way in the world that Hope is beating Ken at all. I don't know how people just dealt with that and like was like, oh my god, yeah, Hope really did that. You feel me? Yeah. A god. Okay. Because we learned this season 4, that in the God universe, there is magic. Correct. In the God universe, there is magic. That's why Ben was able to take the fire from the God universe. You feel me? Cool. Magic comes from the God universe. Literally, Hope is made of vampire, werewolf, witch. These two are literally just a product of magic from the God universe. This last one is what? A fraction of anything, actually? A fraction of anything? One fraction of anything. Like Cleo, she's not a witch for real. She's literally a muse. That's what she is. And whatever she is now, I guess, like something that's really like OG, like with the gods, like they was like her ancient like history is crazy. But yeah, she really locked in like that, like more than hope. You feel me? So for a witch, a vampire, and a werewolf to take out a god with the magic that was used from his universe, his plane of existence, where he was literally top dog, that was probably made by you feel me, one of the I was like, I'm not about to go there because you feel me, I'm not about to go there, but yeah, like there's just no way realistically, like if we're really getting into the universe here, there's no way realistically that someone who's made of these weaker diluted bloodline, a diluted bloodline is going that crazy on a literal god, the god of gods, actually. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to say. But guys, Michi gang, you feel me? Yee! Comment Michi gang in the chat. But anyways, Michi gang, I'm out. You feel me? Hopefully you guys enjoyed my Legacies rant. Jesus Christ, it's probably gonna have like one view. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next reaction. Although there wasn't a reaction in this video, but see you guys in my next like reaction. You feel me? Peace.